Hey everyone, so this is week 5 of the Mindfulness Challenge, and I've been asked if I can do a bit of a focus on things that would help with stress and anxiety. So, you know what's going on with the fringe, it's probably because lockdown, I need to trim it. I've put together 2 practices. One of them is a 3-minute breathing space practice, and this practice is meant to be used a little bit more regularly, so you might want to do it kind of 2-3 times a day. It's used a lot in mindfulness based cognitive therapy, that's a regular practice that I would recommend you do over the next week as part of the challenge. And then the other practice that I'm putting up is a slightly longer practice, and it's a meditation you can use to calm and soothe. And the idea is that if you feel quite anxious, or maybe you feel a little bit depressed, or you need some extra support, then you can lean into this practice, which is there to help you. So over the next week, doing the 3-minute breathing practice as a regular practice, with this other practice there to help and support you as and when you need it. And so just to quickly explain a bit about anxiety, it's because it's something that I've been exploring a bit with some groups this week. So there's fear and there's anxiety. So fear is a stress response to a specific stimulus, whereas anxiety is kind of a more sustained response to anxiety inducing sources. So we talk a lot about fight or flight, which is where our body gets flooded with cortisol and adrenaline because our brain is trying to protect us. So our brain's really great at trying to protect us, but sometimes it a little overcompensates for that. So that's was thought to be the amygdala, and our amygdala does play a part of that. So that's one part of our brain that's part of the limbic system. But actually, the new thinking is that there are more parts of the brain that play a part in anxiety or our anxiety response, and it's where the emotional part of the brain overrides the cognitive parts of the brain. So that's a little bit about what's going on. So what we can do in these practices is we can use the breath as an anchor or a bit of a homecoming for us. And like I say, the 3-minute breathing is a regular practice people can use as part of a kind of therapy, a practical application in our lives to really ground us, make us present. And then the other more lengthy, or well, not really lengthy, but the slightly longer practice can be used when we really need it for that bit of extra support. So give those a go, let me know how you get on, and this is week 5, so enjoy, and I will see you again for week 6. Have a wonderful week.